Welcome to the Startup Espresso. I'm Hall T. Martin, the host of the show, where we talk about raising funding for your startup and the time it takes to have an espresso. I hope you enjoy this episode. Hello, this is Hall T. Martin with the Startup Funding Espresso, your daily shot of startup funding and investing. Most startups will at some point need to rebrand their business. In rebranding your startup, consider these best practices. Just as you start with a minimum viable product, so you can start with a minimum viable brand. This gives you an opportunity to test out your brand to see what resonates with your audience. Emphasize the values in your company that arise naturally, as these will be conveyed more readily. Inventory your brand assets so you have a complete picture of your current status. Involve the team in the rebranding process by having each one capture images that reflect the brand and then review everyone's contributions. Check readability of the brand in all forms of communication, and make sure your brand is legible, as it oftentimes renders in a very small format, making it difficult to read. And connect your brand to your business strategy. Create a word mark using custom and unique typography. Trademark your word mark so others cannot copy it. And focus on one brand for your company and not one for each and every platform or product. Finally, engage professional graphic designers to help. Thank you for joining us for the Startup Funding Espresso, where we help startups and investors connect for funding. Let's go start listening to today. Hall T. Martin is the director of Investor Connect, which is a 501c3 nonprofit dedicated to the education of investors for early-stage funding. All opinions expressed by Hall and podcast guests are solely their own opinions and do not reflect the opinion of Investor Connect. This podcast is for informational purposes only and should not be relied upon as a basis for investment decisions.